Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Redskins Review. I am your host here, B. Militant, and you guys, our general manager, Scott McClellan, has got to be the best thing that's happened to this team in such a long time, man. It's such a great feeling having someone who just knows football in charge of our team, getting guys on our roster and things like that. Today, he just proved yet again that he can evaluate our tape. He can figure out what we need, and he just brings winners into our football team, brings guys like Josh Norman. I'm sure Scott McClellan's a big reason why we acquired Josh Norman, a guy who just is a football player, as he always says over and over, guys who love the game of football. And today we just acquired another guy that we should all be happy about. Today the Redskins traded a later round pick, not sure which round pick in next year's draft, for what on paper is the New England Patriots starting center. This guy, Brian Stork, he started for the Patriots at center and also some other positions as well, guard and right tackle. He played all those positions at certain times. But this guy, he started at center for a bunch of playoff games for him, for the Super Bowl win versus the Seattle Seahawks. This guy is a baller, man. And as you guys know, the Redskins, we've been having some issues running the football. We all know that Sean Laval needs to be starting at left guard because we always run the ball so much better with him at left guard. And then it comes down to what else is our weakest link? Center. Corey Lichtensteiger, I mean, the guy is a veteran. He's a veteran lineman. He's a smart guy. I'm sure he knows well. But the thing is, whenever he's been in our rotation the past few years, look at our run game. It's suffered. So I really like this move. You guys should like this move. We got a guy who was good in college. He was rated the #1 center in football the year he came out of the draft in 2014. We also know he's coached well. He won a Super Bowl. This is a Super Bowl champion that we're talking about here with the New England Patriots. So we know he's coached. We know he's played well. He has had some injuries, which I'm not sure about the injuries that he's had, but it seems to me as if he's healthy now. He was in a position battle this year with another guy for center on the Patriots, and from what I heard, I guess Bill Belichick cut this guy, or was about to cut this guy, Brian Stork, because of issues, like getting in fights and stuff. This guy apparently has a hot head. He likes to fight people. I know he got in a few fights in games last year or the year before, and he was just fighting people at the joint practice with the Bears in preseason or whatever. So this guy seems to have a hot head or whatever. But that's what you want at center, man. Center is supposed to be the nastiest lineman you got, and this guy, he's a big guy. He's only been in the league like 2 years or so. As long as he can stay healthy, man, I see nothing but good from this. If the Redskins give up a 6th or 7th round pick or whatever next year in the draft for this guy, who we've seen him play, we know he's a Super Bowl champion. He's basically coming off of a team not because of just performance, but it's because he has a hot head, and he basically was about to get cut because he just had some mental stuff going on where he wants to fight people. If we can bring him in, we can coach him up. First of all, pretty much getting cut from a team, I'm sure that's going to make you wake up in the head and go, hey, maybe I need to change something to where I can actually make a career out of this. But from everything I've seen, this guy is a good center. I mean, he's worked with Tom Brady. He's worked with Bill Belichick. He's worked on a really good offense, and a center is the smartest offensive lineman you have. So we got this guy who, granted, he was in a position battle, which apparently New England fans were saying that he wasn't going to be the starting center this year for the Patriots. But I mean, the Patriots, man, this is a good thing for us because Scott McClellan is smart, you guys. He's sitting here saying, look at our run game. We need to do something. We need to try something. And getting a guy of this caliber and giving up maybe a 6th or 7th round pick for instead of drafting a lineman, First of all, there aren't that many centers that get drafted in the draft and start playing center right away in the NFL. It normally doesn't happen that way. Normally you play a bunch of different positions on the line and then you become a center in the NFL. You got to be the smartest guy on the offensive line. You got to be the toughest guy on the offensive line. Just walking into the NFL, that's really hard to do. So if the Redskins are in need of a center, this is the best thing that we could have done instead of going and drafting one and then trying to transition him over time into playing center for us. We had Spencer Long at center. Just our last game, we had Sean Laval at left guard and Spencer Long, who didn't play left guard very well, but he played center last game, and we had a better run game than we did versus Atlanta when Corey Lichtensteiger was in. Also, Corey Lichtensteiger's had injuries, so I mean, to me, Corey Lichtensteiger, you can tell that he's a smart guy, but like, I guess he's not big enough. He just gets manhandled all the time. This guy seems to be a little bit bigger, stockier. This guy looks like a left guard, kind of. He's that big and wide, but he's playing center. So it just makes our offensive line bigger. Who knows when this guy, Brian Stork, will start for us? But I guarantee you at some time this year, this guy's going to start for us. You know, we're going to probably see him in the next few games, but there's no way that we're going to see this guy probably start for us in the next preseason game because I'm sure there's terminology. He's not used to being on the Redskins. You know, there's center and quarterback. They got to be on the same page. And this guy coming in here right now, I don't think he would be on the same page as our starting quarterback. So I don't know when it's going to happen, but sooner or later, this guy is going to be taking the starting job. I'm sure of it. So it's a good thing for the Redskins. It's a good thing for our running game. As you know, Matt Jones got hurt running the ball to the outside and getting jumped on or whatever. We haven't had a good running game in a while now. Hopefully this helps. It shows Scott McCloughan is keeping his ear to the ground, and it's a smart thing to do because of the reasons that I just said. Getting a center that's coming out of college or transitioning someone to center is a hard thing to do, and it takes time to get a guy who we already know can play. His only downside is that he's had some anger issues and a little bit of health issues. As long as he can stay healthy and Coach Gruden can be a player's coach like we know he is and keep him under the reins and keep this dude happy, this is good, man. And Scott McCloughan is just showing yet again this guy knows what he's doing. And it's music to my ears. It should be music to your guys' ears. I can't wait to see this guy play. We need to run the football. The more that we run the football, the less pressure we put on Kirk Cousins. The less pressure we put on Kirk Cousins means less interceptions, less turnovers. The more that we run the ball, the easier we can put up play action and throw the ball deep, which everyone's always trying to criticize Kirk Cousins. He doesn't throw the ball that deep or whatever, but you can't always go deep. You can't always you can't always be passing and then always be passing deep. You have to set up play action and things like that, which we still do, but the thing is, our run game wasn't there last year. If the Redskins had a relevant run game last year, we were probably going to the motherfucking Super Bowl. Do you understand that? If we had a goddamn any relevant run game last year to go along with Kirk Cousins throwing the goddamn ball, our offense would have been unstoppable and our defense would have looked that much better. And that's what we need to do this year. Going out and getting this guy is a smart move. Scott McCloughan's the man. Let me know what you guys think. What else do you guys know about this guy that I don't know? I've seen some draft footage of him or whatever, but he was the top-rated center in college when he came out. He's a Super Bowl champion, and we were getting him for a 6th or 7th round pick, and like I said, it takes years to develop these types of guys. As long as we can keep this guy with a level head and hopefully he realizes, hey, I just got cut off of a team basically because of because of your ego or whatever. That'll probably help change this guy. But also that's almost a good thing though, because this guy is a big nasty dude. You don't want to be in his way. You don't want to start shit with this guy, and that's going to be our center. Thank God, man. Finally, and he's a bigger guy. He looks like a left guard, and he's playing center, man. So, well, that's it, guys. If you're new here, welcome. You can subscribe if you wish. Don't have to. Don't have to like the video. You don't have to do anything like that. I'm not one of those people. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I will comment. Anytime you guys comment, I love to comment back. I have been noticing recently, because I have 2 YouTube channels, sometimes I have been missing some comments. Normally, every time someone comments, I get an email and it says new comment on your video, and I always check it and I'll always respond. But I've been realizing sometimes, like with the Falcons video that I made like 2 weeks ago, like I would go on there and I'd be commenting on someone's comment. I'm commenting back, and I'm going down and I'm reading, and I see comments that I didn't get emails for. So hopefully that doesn't become a big problem. I'm just going to keep going through the videos and reading all the comments myself instead of relying on my email to tell me, because that's been working for a long time, but now it seems to have been having some conflicting stuff going on. But comment, and I will comment back. Thanks for watching, guys. Hail to the Redskins. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.